Hi everybody, welcome to my channel. I'm Kat. This is Tarot with Kat. It is Monday, December 27th, and I have changed up my programming slightly. I was doing 6 readings on Monday and 6 readings on Wednesday for all of the signs. I am starting to do now on Monday, every Monday, I will be doing 4 readings here in this venue. One for all the fire signs, one for all the earth signs, one for all the air signs, one for all the water signs. So that's going to free me up for some of the other content I'm busy creating on some of my other channels and my regular teaching job that I have as well. My day job requires quite a bit of my attention. So that's a little bit of a change, and I thank you guys for understanding. This is going to be a general weekly reading for all of the water signs for the week of December 27th through January 4th, from this Monday through next Monday. So energetically speaking, as far as what's happening with the planets and the energies from the planets, for water signs especially, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, this week is going to soften your emotional landscape, helping you release the heaviness you've been carrying and reconnect with your inner flow. As Mercury stations direct, long-buried feelings are going to rise with clarity, allowing you to speak your truth without fear or confusion. Subtle energetic shifts in your relationships reveal who feels safe, supportive, and aligned to your next chapter. By early January, you're stepping into the new year with emotional renewal, deeper intuition, and a sense of spiritual grounding that feels unmistakably right to you. It's just going to feel good. And that's what the planets are saying. Now let's see what the tarot has to say, shall we? This is the reading for water signs for the week of December 27th through January 4th. All right, using the Centennial Smith-Waite deck for our Celtic cross spread, and then we'll take some clarifying cards in the end to clarify our reading here. So let's see, we are coming up this week. Well, there we are, jumped right out. The Queen of Swords. Queen of Swords is what you're coming up as, water signs. I say communication is going to be clear. That is definitely the Queen of Swords. We'll talk more about it when I get the rest of the spread laid down. We're being crossed as our challenge, obstacle, or awareness is this beautiful Ace of Cups. We're bringing with us in our subconscious tool shed justice. We're stepping out of in the immediate past 2 wands. In our crown, we've got the Hierophant. Stepping into the immediate future, Temperance. Lots of several major arcana there. Powerful so far. You and your environment this week, another Ace of Swords. Yeah. Wow. Your environment around you this week, 9 wands. Your hopes and fears sector, 2 cups. And your final potential outcome, 8 wands. Some sort of swift action. Okay. We're going to draw a clarifier from our Arcanum deck here, which I've done a special shuffle this way and that, so that we'll read it either upright or reversed, whichever way it comes up. But here we go. And there we are. That'll stay hidden until the end of the reading, and then we'll probably end up drawing a few more clarifying cards and a Celtic Oracle card. So we are coming up, water signs are coming up as this Queen of Swords this week, which, like I said, communication. She's all about reason, logic, direct communication, truth. She's all about seeking the truth. And the queens are the ones in the court cards in charge of the past and healing the past and looking toward the past about, what happened. And whereas the kings are about forward progress. You're being crossed by this awareness, this Ace, and you've got another Ace as in your environment. So this new, and the Aces are just the pure essence of the thing that's starting now in this new year. So Cups, over just new connection, new relationships and fulfillment and opportunity for that is coming into your life or being presented to you. And it should, I don't see it being an obstacle at all. I think you need to have an awareness of that offering. You have justice coming up down here in your subconscious tool shed. So it's our 11th major arcana, and it's just like it sounds. It's a coming to justice. It's a karmic thing. It's like, I feel like things are finally coming around for you. Like karma is starting to turn, and things have had such a negative pull, and it's starting to now come in your favor. And I also feel like for you, justice is very important for you, because you're bringing it with you along in your subconscious tool chest. You're stepping out of the immediate past, this Two of Wands situation. Like I'm seeing in the past, a recent travel, recent decision to venture out and do something new, or a recent travel or recent trip. He's looking out at the world. I feel like it's more like venturing out, more figuratively speaking, in your life, perhaps. You're being crowned by this Hierophant, this fifth major arcana. They were the religious authorities, the ones in charge of laying down the religious law and imposing it on everybody else. And it's interesting that you have that in your crown, because I think it probably has a lot to do with this justice that you're bringing in your subconscious tool shed. Because the Hierophant was also traditionally one of the people in society who would be responsible for bringing people to justice in accordance with the community expectations and rules. So I feel like you're focused on community expectations and rules up here this week, right now. Huh. Interesting. Or you need to have an awareness of those things, like be sensitive to that, perhaps. That's why that's perhaps in your crown. Gosh, I can't wait to get clarifiers on that one. We're going to step into the immediate future, and we've got Temperance, keeping things balanced. It goes up very much with the Justice card, balancing things out, keeping things fair and balanced. Goes very much with the Hierophant card. So I feel like you've got a lot of that going on around you this week. You this week in your environment are an Ace of Swords. So I feel like you're just after this true thought, idea, inspiration. That's you this week. That's your focus. Truth, especially. You're cutting through the crap this week so that you can step into next year just bigger and better. Your environment around you, though, is giving you 9 of Wands, end of a cycle, so a lot of work. You're showing up and you're doing the work, but boy, it's the card of exhaustion. He's standing there just totally worn out. So I feel like your environment is trying to wear you out and giving you a lot of work to do. But that's also not surprising card to get in the environment around Christmas and New Year's, right? With all that we have going on. Your hopes and fears, I think it's a hope, is this Two of Cups, new relationships, connections, social connections. This could also be social networking. And I think you're hoping to do more of that in the new year. And our potential final outcome is some sort of swift action coming our way, really swiftly. Not sure what, but some swift action coming in as potential final outcome. So can't wait for more clarification. So we have the Ace of Cups. Fantasy. Oh no, hold on. It's not an Ace of Cups. But it is an upright. Yeah, it's an upright Ace of Cups. Manifestation. Oh no, it's 7 cups. Delusion, options, imagination. It's all it's fantasy. You're faced with numerous choices, but some may be illusions. It's a 7 of Cups. It was hard to see in this illustration on this particular card, but it's really beautiful. And so you've got like a lot of choices with these cups, too many, and some might not be the real thing. I think you got to be careful with that ace, with that 8 wands stuff happening quickly. Let's get more clarification, shall we? I'll grab my old Rider-Waite deck, my 40-year-old Rider-Waite deck. Can we get more clarification on the 8 wands? Or Hermit. Be the Hermit. Okay, there's your advice for those 8. That stuff happening quickly. Do not. You need to be more. There's going to be a lot of swift stuff happening your way. And you need to be somewhat introspective and, take the time out you need. Go for that walk. Take that, whatever you need to think and contemplate and use your wisdom from the past to light the path forward. You've got not 2 9s here now. Cycle ending. All right. How about some more clarification? Maybe about the Hierophant in the crown, or I'm wondering about this Hierophant in the crown for our water signs. You got a lot of water. You got a pretty, no pentacles. No pentacles here at all. Cups, wands, a little bit of swords. Okay, what about the Hierophant? Judgment. Yeah, there's judgment going, a lot of judgment going. That's exactly what a Hierophant is involved with, judging people who aren't conforming to the norms of the group. And you've got that. That's what came up when I asked for clarification of that in your crown. All right, let's get our Light Seekers Tarot deck, shall we, and get a little bit further clarification. I like the Light Seekers Tarot. I love the illustrations. What else do we need to know about this spread here? What else do we need to know? Okay. Temperance. We got Temperance. Oh, and it stuck to another card. So Temperance came up again, keeping things yin and yang. Look. So he's balancing the light and the... I love this. I love the illustrations on this deck. He's balancing the light and the dark, like the yin and the yang, and he's keeping a balance between them. And the way you do that is an awareness, being aware of it. You need the dark. You're going to have the dark. It's how you deal with it and handle it. But it was also stuck to a 2 of Swords, a decision to make, and not being sure of which, not being certain of what to choose. You also have a 2 there in your hopes and fears. So you maybe have a choice coming up and uncertain about it. Can we have more clarification? So, got some some choices coming up here in the new year. What else do we need to know? Eight of Swords. So self-imposed imprisonment, like your thoughts, just thinking, being too trapped in your thoughts. So interesting. In both of these last 2 cards that came up, she's got these crows flying around her and wrapping around her, making her feel stuck. The 8 making her feel stuck. The 2 feeling like she doesn't know what to choose. But you'll notice she's looking at her reflection, and in her reflection, she's not bound up at all. So it's all up here. It's all in her head. And it's interesting. You got an 8, and you got an 8. There's your potential outcome with that swift action. Probably is going to make you feel like the 8 of Swords, not knowing which to choose. So listen to your intuition. You got Ace of Cups here as your awareness. Listen to your intuition. Listen to your intuition. For sure. Let's get one more. And then we'll draw a Celtic oracle card, and then we'll call it wraps. One more from our Light Seekers Tarot. 4 Wands. A card of happy home and hearth. Beautiful. Also marriages, celebrations, especially marriages, births, things like that. Especially family get-togethers and celebrations. That I always think of it as the house of a stable home and hearth. Well, that sounds really promising. All right. One final, I love my little silver feather. One final Celtic oracle card. Now, The Nordic people, the Celts, had 13 calendar years instead of 12. And they had a plant and an animal team associated with each one. And that's what these are. So we're going to get a Celtic oracle for you for this reading as our final card. If I can find which one. Is that one? That's the one. Hazel the Knower. Hazel is the plant, and its fish, I think, is the salmon, or it's a fish. It has a fish partner. It's number 9. Interesting. End of a cycle. 9 there. Where we will read this. Hazel the Knower. Oh, you got 9 the Hermit. He matches our Hermit card. And look at him. He even looks like the Hermit, the old man, and he's dressed in gray and stuff. Just like the Hermit. That's your advice on what you need to be with this swift action that's coming in. And some of it maybe not being able to be, you know, trustworthy. So if we turn to number 9, Hazel. The Knower. Its animal ally is the salmon. Its season is autumn, and its keywords are knowledge, lore, and wisdom. That's very cool. It says, if you were born during the season of Hazel, you're a highly intelligent lover of lore. You may be drawn to the academic world as student or as teacher, but the whole world is your classroom. Your ever curious mind delights in gathering knowledge. Hazel folk are keepers of information, some as experts in a subject and others who seek from many sources. As a child, your eagerness to learn may have put off those whose minds were less quick. But what can be annoying in youth is a great boon as we get older. The Hazel-born grow into their wisdom, and life always holds more for them to seek and learn and know. Hazel, the Knower. Matches very much up with our Hermit. Cool. What a cool reading, you guys. Well, thank you for being here. So if you've enjoyed this, please do gently tap that thumbs up. It really helps my channel a lot. Smash that subscribe button. Get your membership for free if you're one of the first 500. And I'll see you in the new year. I'll see you next week. Take care.